Repetition is your friend. Hi, Vicky Kelty here with another episode of the Language Learning Report Card podcast. Your homework assignment today is to summarize a TV show or movie that you have seen recently, maybe today even. The reason this is so valuable for you is because it is a great way to repeat vocabulary that you have heard recently and help you to remember it for next time. Here's what you got to do. So, take a TV show or a movie that you have seen recently. And if you haven't seen a TV show or movie recently, then by all means, use this as an excuse to go watch one. I'll wait. Just kidding. Obviously, you could also use a podcast episode. That would work too. And then what you're going to do is that you're going to summarize it. So you know what a summary is, right? Talk about what happened in that episode of the TV show, on in that movie, or on the last episode of the podcast that you listened to. My grade for this activity that I did both in French and Spanish, actually did it in French and Spanish for the same TV show. It was a French TV show. I watched it dubbed in Spanish. Sorry, but I did. No, I'm not sorry. I will not apologize for watching TV shows dubbed into another language. I did my summary in French, even though I watched the show in Spanish, and I did a summary in Spanish as well. So there you go, two summaries. And I gave the assignment a 90%, which is an A minus. Awesome, right? It was super duper fast. I just had to remember what was the last episode of this TV show. Whatever episode came to mind was fine, but I did happen to watch one yesterday, so that worked out well. And then the only thing that was, I could have let it be frustrating, but I chose for it not to be a big deal, was that I looked up some vocabulary words in French because I said, wait a second, how do you say this word? One of the words I did know lawyer, but I just wanted to double check. And I was right. And then the expression I didn't know was the past for to kill someone, that they had, the character in question had killed someone. So I needed to know how to say that. And I looked up those two words. I did know the verb for to kill, but I just needed to verify how you would say I guess it's the participle. It would be in English, but I don't know if that's what the term is in French, but it really doesn't matter. The point is that I got it. And so, yes, I had to look up some words to help me. But I guess instead of saying I had to, I could say I chose to look up some words to help me write a summary that I felt good about. And so I reviewed some words. And then with Spanish, I guess I tried to use some more complex vocabulary in my description because it's always good to push yourself when the opportunity arises to use vocabulary that you maybe haven't tried out before. And speaking of, this is also really great as a way to review when you go to your English class. And I have been known, since this is a homework assignment, you already know that this is something I do in my English classes, but I have been known to ask students to tell me about a TV show that they have watched recently and to tell me about something that happened in it, which is really good practice for them to remember what things had happened in that show. And if they had written a summary previously, that's just double dose of practice. And you know, I love those double doses of practice for sure. Now, knowing all of that, would you try this homework assignment? Be sure to send me an email at hola@vickikelty.com if you do decide to give it a try, and send me your summary. Maybe it's an episode that I would like to see of a TV show, or if it's a movie, maybe I would like to see that. Or if it's a podcast episode, maybe it's mine and you just want to tell me how much you enjoyed it. I would love to hear that too. And a quick tip for you, remember that when we talk about TV shows, you'll have heard me say many times in this, we call them episodes, just like we do with podcast. We call each one an episode. And just to put it into practice for you, for example, I love season 3, episode 9 of Friends, the one with all the football. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. Go check it out. Well, that's all from me. I hope you have a fabulous day, and I'm going to go watch another episode of my French TV show. I don't know whether I'll watch it in Spanish or in French. We'll see what I feel like. Have a fabulous time practicing English, and we'll see you in the next episode. Happy learning. Bye.